So I just finished a video where I shredded this chicken with a hand blender, like a hand mixer. And because I just wanted to do it as an experiment because I was making chicken enchiladas anyway. So this is my super healthy chicken enchiladas. If you are doing anything sort of like keto or low carb, this would be a great recipe for you. So I've measured everything out so I can do it super easy. So this is 4 servings of a chicken enchilada, and I'm gonna cook it in just a regular, what is it, 8 by 12 pan, 9 by 13 pan that I've already pre-sprayed with my handy dandy olive oil spray from Trader Joe's. So it's a super easy recipe, just a few ingredients. And always remember, before you start cooking, you want to make sure to please wash your hands. So super easy, healthy chicken enchiladas. So this is 19 ounces of shredded chicken that I shredded with my handy dandy blender as an experiment, as many of you watched earlier. Hi Paige, hi Serena, hi Cheryl. I know a lot of you were on earlier and you were watching when I did that, and I was amazed it actually worked. And I shredded 4 chicken breasts in probably about 30, 45 seconds. It was amazing. So don't need to pull out the forks anymore to shred your meat. So I put all of my chicken in here, 19 ounces of chicken, and then I'm just going to add my enchilada sauce. I have 1.5 cups of sauce, and this recipe is so easy. I know, Serena, right? I love this shirt. I'll get you the link for it after. So enchilada sauce. Remember I said cabbage because we're not putting tortillas in here. So this cabbage gives you a different texture besides the chicken, and sort of a toothy type of a texture like the tortillas would. So shredded cabbage, and I know, trust me, it sounds gross, but it really tastes delicious. And I know it tastes delicious because my husband, who is Mexican, who loves tortillas, he actually enjoyed the recipe and was like, did you make extra? So it's amazing. So I have my 19 ounces of shredded chicken. I have, I put in the enchilada sauce, and I just dumped in 3 cups of chopped cabbage. So, or shredded cabbage. Now the recipe calls for roughly chopped cabbage, but I wasn't quite sure how it was going to work, so I wanted the cabbage to be about the same size as the shreds of the chicken, so I went with the shredded. And then it calls for 5 ounces of low-fat Mexican blend shredded cheese, and that to me seemed like so much cheese, but we're on a healthy eating plan, and this is a recipe that works within our healthy eating plan that gives you the perfect amount of your protein, your healthy greens, and healthy fats. So anyway, I'm not going to use all of this cheese at once. I'm going to put about half of it in to give a cheesy mixture on the inside of the enchiladas, and then I'm going to save the rest of it to put on top because, I mean, come on, don't we love that cheesy goodness? So I'm going to just put about half of that in here, and then also some chopped olives. I'm going to save these for the top of the enchiladas. I know some people might want to mix them into the enchiladas. I like olives, so I like to actually see them. So I'm just going to mix this up really easily, and like I said, it is just a super easy dump recipe. It was all of 4 ingredients. So we have the chicken, we have the cabbage, we have the enchilada sauce, and we have the cheese. And that's it, you guys. That is so amazing. So just blend it up real quick. And while I'm blending it, what are you guys making for dinner? And what is your favorite easy meal to make? My easy meals tend to have some sort of a Mexican version to it. But go ahead and write in the comments. I'd love to see what your favorite recipes are. This was one that I just happened to come across that I wasn't quite sure how it was going to turn out. Like I said, I wasn't sure how the cabbage was going to work, but it was amazing. It worked out great. I was so relieved, and I actually wished that I had made a double batch when I made it the first time. So this is pretty well blended, And like I said, it really is just a dump recipe. And it just, you know, it's kind of like the magic of the oven, that you blend something together that you're not quite sure how it works, and then you stick it in the oven, and I mean, it just comes out like this amazing, delicious goodness. So, hi Arlette, hi Lauren. So I just blended together my 4 ingredients for my healthy enchiladas. And if you weren't watching, if you didn't watch my previous Instagram live, I shredded 4 chicken breasts with a hand blender. I mean, I didn't think that it was possible. I thought that, you know, people were lying about the fact that it was so easy and so convenient, but it worked. 4 chicken breasts were shredded in about 30 to 45 seconds. Probably would have been a little easier if I would have had 2 hands while I was doing it, but I was holding the phone when I recorded it. So, all right, our 4 ingredients were enchilada sauce, shredded cabbage, shredded chicken, shredded low-fat Mexican blend cheese, and now I am going to just put this in my baking dish that I already sprayed with my olive oil spray from Trader Joe's, which I love. So, like I said, we just dump. Let's see if I can dump this without making a mess. So we dump it into the pan. There we go. And I'm just going to spread this around, and then it says to put it all in a baking dish, and you're going to bake this, we're going to bake this at 350 degrees, and because everything is already pre-cooked, you don't have to cook it a long amount of time because it's all pre-cooked. The chicken I just literally cooked just a little while ago in my pressure cooker, which, don't you love pressure cookers? I was able to cook 4 frozen chicken breasts in 25 minutes. I mean, come on. So I put all this in my pan so you can see, oh, that looks so amazing. And I haven't even put the cheese and the olives on yet. So now I'm going to sprinkle it with the rest of my cheese that I saved. And because cheese, I mean, come on, you guys, cheese just makes everything better, right? So cheese everywhere. And this is just going to melt into just an incredibly ooey gooey delicious cheese topping. So yummy, so yummy. Oh my gosh. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, and now I'm just going to put some olives on it. Now you don't have to do the olives. The olives are optional. You can also, if you want to jazz it up a little bit, you can always put onions, chopped onions. You can put a little extra salt and pepper. I did all of my seasonings when I cooked my chicken breast, so I didn't have to worry about adding anything else. But oh my God, you guys, doesn't this look amazing? I wish you were here. I wish I was having a dinner party with all of you here and I could feed this to you. I think we need to make a plan after we get out of quarantine, and all of my friends that were watching this with me, we're gonna have a girls' dinner party, and I'll make this for you so you can see how delicious it is. So I put a little bit of olives on here. Like I was saying, you can put extra things. You can put onions, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. I did all of my seasonings as I was cooking my chicken breast in my pressure cooker. And so I've put the olives on here. Look how amazing that looks. Look, you guys. Doesn't that look delicious? I mean, you just wait and see when it comes out of the oven. I'll take a picture and I'll post it in my Instagram stories. You guys, this, I mean, I don't know why life has to be so hard and why recipes have to be so difficult. This was one of the most easy recipes I've ever found, and it just comes out amazing. So now I'm just gonna pop this in my oven for at 350 degrees, and I'm probably gonna leave it in there for probably about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. I'll just kind of see how the cheese is doing on the top to make sure it doesn't start to burn, because like I said, everything that's in here is already pre-cooked. So this is gonna go in the oven. And then I'll let you know how it turns out. Okay guys, I love you. Thanks for joining me. And if you guys make this recipe, or if you try to shred chicken with a hand blender, send me a picture. I would love to see it. because like I said, it transformed my life when I found out that you can really shred chicken with a blender. And try this recipe. You're gonna love it. It is divine. You could probably make it with a green enchilada sauce as well. I actually bought a green enchilada sauce because I wanted to experiment with it. I haven't done it yet, but if you guys do it, let me know, okay? All right, I love you. Thanks for joining me while I made dinner tonight.